I caught it right at the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
So we still. You saw that hand at the end, right?
Yes. uh,
Hello, all. Let me wave again and actually face you. But yes, we are back in our survival world. This is Dswank
Fuzzehgamer, how y'all doing today?
and we are in space.
The final frontier.
Yes. Something I pointed out in the episode last week, but I realized the Botany Bay is the wrong name. I realized that after we recorded. I messaged Fuzzy and said the fans are going to tell us I am an idiot and all this other. So yes, we know.
Yes.
Botany Bay is the DY100 or whatever that Khan was in. I was looking for the HMS Bounty. I'm sorry. I am a failure. Forgive me.
Your geek card is officially suspended for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Shit, what am I supposed to do until then?
I don't know.
Fantasy football?
Sure, why not?
Okay. How does that work anyway?
Damn,
I don't know.
damn fine though.
But there's a couple things we wanted to point out. One is we're recording this after they did their big change to mods and mod API, so some of the mods are not working as intended. So that may cause us some issues. Fuzzy's already experienced that with, was it the Colt command pack?
Yeah, and I didn't. Here's the thing now, this is just could have been me. I didn't sit in it. I was hopping around and happened to collide with it.
Okay.
And that's what killed it.
So that may just be Fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I when my first load in on this world, I crashed fairly early in when checking things out to see if the mods actually even spawned in. So, my plan for the week is actually to work some more on the base for this episode or recording session.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of open stuff up, get more area open so we can do more stuff. I'd also like to construct, a refining area, a region or something in our base,
Yes.
as well as get a location set up for the ring that we found.
I would actually, if we can actually make that a priority for this session, to get one operating, maybe try to get back to the planet and set one on our base. That would be awesome. If we could end this session with us going back to the planet through the ring.
All right, that would work.
That would be awesome. So anyway, we do hope y'all enjoy this week's set of videos, and excuse us while we get to humping here. Hello everybody. I wasn't recording! Guess I was too excited to get in here and started playing. Basically all that has gone up to this point is a huge chunk of mining by Dswank with his tiny little grinding ship out here, and he made a pretty sharp turn here that I wish I had caught on camera, because that was a little that was a tight turn here. And yeah, this is basically going to be our refinery and manufacturing area.
And probably power for the base back
Yes,
in there too.
yes. So beyond placing some blocks and some general chatter and talking about a game which I will bring up in my own intro, which I might splice in earlier, because I'm not going to talk about it again at the moment. May talk about it later. Conan Exiles, I'll talk about it later. Other than that, not a lot has happened via the construction, but as you can see, we're starting to plan out the industrial and power area, and I've put some lights in so we could see, because it is dark as can be in here for me. I mean, really dark. So, yeah. sorry for missing the first 30-40 minutes of the recording, but I guess that's what happens when you get overstimulated and excited about a game that you want to get in and play.
Yep.
Anyway,
And if you wish to see more, at least from my perspective, of what went on, feel free to look on my channel.
do so. Very much do so.
Medical. Where the?
And before I realized I wasn't recording, Dswank had brought up a topic of a possible discussion topic.
Yes. Give me a sec. I'm trying to find power cells. I need power. I need the power.
Fight the power.
Row, fight the power. If you don't know what that's from,
Yeah.
you don't.
I think I used to. That's been a while
Gurren
ago.
Lagann.
That's what it was. I haven't finished that.
Oh my god, that is insane.
I got to the point they were just about to get to the big spiral castle-like place, and something happened, and I either lost... I don't think I lost interest. I think I got distracted, but I haven't gotten around to finishing that yet.
There's another 1C shuttle out there.
Ooh. Do we need another?
And I lost... Well, it's got stun. We can go for it, or we can just leave it as is.
I'm tempted to run after it. I mean, it's resources.
Yep.
We can repurpose it for something.
Yep.
And we put some stuff up here.
These are nice little shuttles. They're so easy to catch, and they actually have a good amount of resource on them.
Did you bring a welder?
I have a welder and a grinder.
Okay, I think I accidentally threw my welder away. So I got a grinder.
Hey, that seems familiar. Yeah, the 5H. We're going to need a lot of resource to actually attempt to catch that thing.
Now, granted, if we can sneak up on it and stay out of its shot range and do what we did with that station, it might be a little easier.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Because it had... We might be able to stop it, but then if we're not careful...
we'll blow it up.
If we try and dock at the wrong point, we blow it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. We are coming in pretty much directly at the side of the thing, so you need to go... make sure you give it a wide berth and go underneath it.
Which way is underneath?
Past it. Well, you need to go past it. We're coming in kind of from the top, actually.
Okay.
Well, kind of. I'm not 100%. I don't know if you can see me.
No, but I see the ship, and looks like maybe coming underneath it.
Coming in from behind is also works.
Well, I didn't get shot at underneath it.
Okay. Well, I'm at the wing
now, so I need to get back underneath it.
I'm at the wing, so...
Yeah, ouch.
Oh, shit! I just got shot through the glass.
Yeah, something bit me just now.
No, I mean, I was inside the ship.
Oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Shit! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die.
I got inside, and it killed me.
Weird. Maybe lag?
I don't know. It shot me. I don't know how. It shouldn't have been able to shoot me through the glass.
Maybe it's missing some of its glass?
Possibly. Definitely after it shot me. But I ground one of the blocks away.
Alright, I'm now inside. cutting power.
I'm on my way back over.
Hey, I'm thinking it was a bit of lag and it was still locked onto you and shot through.
Okay. Is
Had
my body still in the ship?
I didn't see it, but I have to look. Second turret's gone. No. Although I think I saw something falling out of it as I came up.
Okay.
So you're safe to approach from all points.
Well, that.
Oh,
Really
hey, yes, your pack is still in here. Awesome.
Okay. Well, grab my welder, please.
I got everything.
At least it's fixed itself. You're no longer floating out in the middle of space for me. You're actually on the shuttle.
And we are come to a full stop.
Okay, that's a raiding station. Off that way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a couple of those near us, don't we?
Yep. Worst case scenario with this little ship, we've got, disposable runners.
Yeah.
I guess we can grind down the storage box and we can hand off bits there.
Alright. One moment.
Oh, I did something stupid.
What you did?
I ground it down. I don't have my welder.
Throw stuff out then.
Uh,
And hopefully it don't fly off in space while we're moving.
We have stopped, right?
Oh, yes, we have, haven't we? I didn't think about that.
Okay. And the interior plates went through the ground.
Joy. Okay.
Well, there's let's see.
We need small steel tubes and some displays.
Here, deal with the grav generator. That way we can.
You want to turn it off, turn it down? What?
Yeah, turn it off. Okay, now you should be able to put the welder out, and it should just float.
All right.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, let's see here. Gun. What else did you have on you? Base grinder, base welder.
See, I think we've done everything inside. Did you do the reactor already?
I think so. Yes, I believe I did. Hang on a second. Because I turned the, yeah, that's how I cut the power. And forgot about the panels outside.
Okay. I'll get the door. And I think we'll have done everything inside. Alright, I got the stuff underneath. I guess all that's left is this one solar on this side.
Mm-hmm. And I just got these two.
Okay, got the computers out, and there she is. So I think she's ours now.
How about the antenna?
Yeah, I already did that. Ah, there's the glass that was shot out.
Yep. Like I said, I think it might have been a delay in its locking and bipped you one good time.
Yep.
Like maybe when it was tracking me as I was coming around, it might have busted the glass.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get her home.
Alright.
I'll take a seat. So, your topic of discussion that we have forgotten about 3 and 4 times now.
Okay. Conceptually, it's something that one of my friends brought up and talked to me about. It's the idea that you have we talk about decades like the 1980s, which is something that we both think of fairly fondly. If nothing else, it gave the world two wonderful people. But the damn near should have been off. Damn it. But that when you look at them chronologically, yes, they end. The '80s began January 1st, 1980, and ended end of December '89.
Right.
But when you look at them culturally, um, or how they affected society, how society was behaving, the '80s lasted until the early '90s. Sometime in '93 is when the '90s took over.
Hmm.
Um, I he pointed out that there's really only one decade that you could look to and down to the minute and second as to when it ended, which is the '90s ended uh, uh, September 11th, 2001,
Yeah.
because that was a big enough event to shake the culture. And uh, but there's a lot of interesting things with that when you think about it that it holds true with. Just for an example, the cars and music and TV shows and things like that.
Hmm.
So, uh, can you think of anything else other than cars and music with that? I mean, I love hearing other people's perspective on this idea.
Well, I mean, there was obviously hairstyles and clothing,
Yeah,
tech in general, the leap that it makes in between the decades. Like,
right.
there are many born in the 90s that will never understand the hardships of tape decks. You
Well,
know?
I was just thinking about having to siphon through a card catalog to look up stuff for a school project,
Oh, good lord, yeah. I
or
hated the Dewey Decimal System. Well, I didn't really hate it. It was annoying to use it. I had more luck to just going up and down the aisles of the damn library to find the books I was looking for.
yes. But now we have the intranet.
Yeah. Yep. The internet is for porn. But anyway, the
I know what that's from.
first time I heard that, I could not stop laughing. The
I know what I have to do with this.
What are you doing?
The shuttles must give high fives.
Lag. So, in general, what is the question at hand? What has defined each decade for us individually, or
Yeah, I mean, when you think of the '80s, a lot of times it's the pop culture, the bands, the big hair bands,
yeah?
that and cars that have noses that are a mile long.
Hmm. Well,
What?
for me,
Yeah,
growing up in the '80s, my babysitter was TV, as were many our age, um, and a lot of the toys and whatnot. So,
there we go.
what defined the '80s for me were probably closer to the '90s and the kind of like the mid '80s era when you first got your heavy. Whoa, hello! Bounce me around like that. Um, it really was the era of toys. I mean, think about the '70s. What kind of toys did they have? I mean, you had the original GI Joe, which was closer to a damn Barbie doll. Um,
Pet Rock.
the Pet Rock, Chia Pet. Um, the original Mr. Potato Head, which kids you had to have a real potato for, or other vegetable. I've seen a
The
commercial for that. It was so creepy. The '80s really were the decade that brought toys online properly. I say properly. It. Ow! I'm burning myself. I'm hurting my feet. Why did I get on top of an ion engine?
What? We have ion engines that are running?
Yeah, on your little ship, on the driller.
Oh.
Um, so for me, the '80s was defined by toys and the, as we spoke about before, 30-minute long commercials for them,
Okay.
and the Hanna Barbera. Um,
SWAT cats.
yes, that they were '90s, so. Uh,
Yeah.
and they were influenced by the extremeness of the '90s, but the Hanna-Barbera cartoons like Yogi Bear, which were running constantly. Then you had the
Flintstones.
Flintstones, and then you had the old superheroes like Space Ghost and what was that caveman thing? Not Captain Caveman, but he kind of looked like Space Ghost. Thundar, I
Oh,
think, maybe.
possibly?
But all those style cartoons, Johnny Quest and everything, those are fondly remembered from the '80s, and that's really defined it for me because I was never really a car guy. Uh, During that era, I was locked into listening to oldies because that's the only thing my parents listened to at the time. And so for me, the '80s, right on through to the '90s, were defined by the era of toys and cartoons.
Okay.
The '90s, the '90s was much the same. But it was also the era where cartoons went from it's all we had to holy crap, this is actually kind of good. And
Yeah.
the toy lines and gimmicks got weird. The extremeness of everything ruined a lot of what was fondly remembered. Do you remember Extreme G.I. Joes?
No. I didn't really
Good.
do much with G.I. Joe.
Good. Oh God, it was horrible. And then we talked about the Ninja Turtles, where they tried to do that extra mutation theme and that extreme kid, and it's
Competing against Power Rangers.
yeah. Now I think Ghostbusters even did in a quote unquote extreme Ghostbusters, and while I don't remember it being bad, I'm just really, why did extreme have to be in everything?
Well, the Extreme Ghostbusters, though, was a 2000s thing,
Was
though.
it? I thought it was in the
Yeah.
'90s. Okay.
It
What am I doing? I'm sitting here flying around talking. I need steel plates to get back on.
let's see. I need construction components, large steel tubes, and I am so upside down in this world right now.
I'll put that back. You. Oh, I can't. Because even though I had a welder in my hand, when I put it up, somehow I can't pull one out now. Thank you. Stupid weight system. But yeah, some of
Okay,
some of the
construction
some of
components.
the weird toys that would come out in the '90s. I still have one right now. It's in the barn next to some other stuff that I've. Oop, wrong block. It was these weird. I think it was done by Hot Wheels. It was these weird trucks, monster trucks, that were literal monsters. Like the one that I personally own and still have was kind of green and black and semi-scorpion-ish. When you press down on its back end, it would pop open like a mouth and mandibles.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they were really cool. But things got really weird and gimmicky
Let's
too.
see. Do
I'm
you remember the Tick
Yes,
cartoon?
I thought the tick was awesome. Silly, but awesome. I remember little about it because, again, my memory is fading as time goes by, getting replaced by other things, which thankfully aren't all bad. But yes, Tick was pretty cool. How about the Mask cartoon?
Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Um, are we talking about the green
Mm-hmm.
mask?
Yes.
Yes, I remember that.
And I think it was the Nostalgia Critic had brought up the point about the mask in the comic books and how he was intended via the comic books to be borderline a villain.
Uh
Well,
huh.
more chaotically neutral. He just whatever. It's whoever had the mask. And I think I would love to see, and he said the same thing. I would love to see a reboot where it followed the comic book.
Yeah.
A fully R-rated, blood and guts, mayhem and murder uh, mask.
Deadpool may have paved the way for that.
Maybe.